Hello guys, today I'm gonna show you the top 10 new Nintendo Switch RPG to play in 2023. Let's check it out! Atelier Mary Remake, The Alchemist of Salburg. The game is about Mary, a failing student at the Royal Academy of Magic who pursues alchemy, adventures, and chaos while aiming to graduate in 5 years. The game features a very traditional turn-based RPG where there is attack, defense, magic, and items. There is not a lot of depth, at least initially, but there is enough to remain engaging. However, if that is not something you enjoy, there is an auto battle system that works surprisingly well. The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie is part of the Trails series, which is part of the larger The Legend of Heroes series. The game features a new crossroad system where players can switch between 3 different story arcs, each focusing on different protagonists. Trails into Reverie is considered one of the best RPGs of 2023. It's been described as having an engaging turn-based battle system and great story. However, newcomers to the series might find it challenging due to its heavy reliance on previous game knowledge. But if you're a fan of RPGs or have been following the Legend of Heroes series, Trails into Reverie would be worth playing in 2023. It was released for the Nintendo Switch in August 2021, and English version was released in July 2023. Noob, the Factionless. Noob the Factionless is a turn-based RPG set in the universe of French web series Noob. The game follows 2 friends, Martin and Adam, as they play the MMO game Horizon 4.2, where they take on the roles of Bastard the Neogician and Drake the Berserker. The game offers classic RPG gameplay including team travel, subclass changes, crafting, and turn-based combat. However, the game lacks direction and can feel bland at times, with simple character design and movements. Despite this, the game performs well on the Nintendo Switch. Loop 8 Summer of Gods. Loop 8 Summer of God tries to mix elements of classic turn-based Japanese RPG with rough-like mechanics similar to Persona. The story of this game follows the story of Nini, who must prepare to face Kegai's attack, which will attack Ashihara. Loop 8 Summer of Gods presents an interesting school team RPG concept where the development of relationship between characters influences Nini's battles and daily life. The game has beautiful visuals, unique character animation, and excellent audio quality. Loops provide opportunities to strengthen Nini, but too much repetition makes the game feel boring. The game also features trials to get Magatama and a challenging boss fight, but it's a great game for fans of school team RPGs who prefer exploration elements over combat. Silent Hope. The game features a variety of unique play styles that differ from hero to hero. The combat may not be hard, but it's sprinkly, encourages experimentation and learning a variety of play styles. However, much of the gameplay is marred by lack of the enemy variety, as most enemies share the same common attack patterns. But the storytelling is one of the game's strongest aspects, with the story progressing slowly to reveal bits and pieces of the mystery, keeping players engaged and curious. Wargroove 2. Wargroove 2 is a sequel to the popular Advance Wars-inspired turn-based RPG game Wargroove and features a similar gameplay style. The game maintains the pixel art and the cozy soundtrack of its predecessor and has 3 campaigns with unique characters and a plot that joins up with the other 2 in the final act of the game. The game also features a critical hit system that adds an extra layer of strategy to each map, making the combat just complex enough to make it engaging. Mato Anomaly. Mato Anomaly is a story that has 2 main characters, 2 different but connected worlds that you can explore, and 2 different storylines. The game follows a private detective named Du, who is investigating handout and illegal substance circulating within the city of Mato. The game features a cyberpunk theme inspired by Asian culture, and exploring the city of Mato is a real blast. Each new location in the city will open as the game progresses. Additionally, the game also has a unique element called called Mine or Hack, which is similar to interrogation card game. And you will explore the Bentite's lair, similar to exploring dungeon like in the Persona sub-series. The characters in this game are very interesting and the combat is strong and quite good. Disgaea 7 Vows of the Virtueless. Disgaea 7 Vows of the Virtueless is quite an interesting game. The story follows the adventures of Pirilika and Fuji as they attempt to collect the legendary 7 founding weapons, fight evil judges, overthrow a shotgun, and return the honor of Bushido to Hinomoto. In this game, you will find more than 40 classes that you can explore, and there is also a mechanism called jumbification, which adds an interesting strategy element. At the end of the game, you will experience building a very efficient team so you can face the big challenges that are waiting ahead. There is also a first of its kind competitive online multiplayer mode that will test your skills. Visually, Disgaea 7 still carries the 3D art style that first appeared in Disgaea 6, but this time it feels more confident than before. Decarnation. Decarnation is a game with puzzles, adventure, and a bit of action elements featuring pixel art with a touch of horror. The game's story follows Gloria, a cabaret dancer who originally had a stable and enthusiastic life. However, her life began to fall apart. This game combines story elements with subtle imagery full of symbolism. The transition between Gloria's days in real world and her adventures exploring a complicated psyche is seamless. Although the gameplay elements in this game are varied and sometimes jarring, the puzzles are creative and the visual and sounds experience is outstanding. Decarnation is worth checking out if you're a fan of psychological horror and looking for a unique and interesting experience. Baten Kaitos 1 and 2 HD Remaster. Baten Kaitos 1 and 2 HD Remaster is a welcome addition to the Switch enormous RPG library. Both games follow related but isolated narratives and can be played in any order. The main gimmick that sets Baten Kaitos apart from the other RPGs is the heavy focus on cards, referred to in-game as Magnus. The combat system fuses intense active combat with deck building mechanics. While enjoyable, there are still some antiquated game design elements in these games that highlight their age. Despite these elements, Baten Kaitos 1 and 2 HD Remaster is still a refreshing experience that is worth checking out. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I need your support to make this channel grow. Please give a like, subscribe, and share this video to your friends. I hope this video able to help you to find some interesting and great games. Don't forget to check out the other videos on this channel. See you!